Okay, so I wanted to make a response to the last video I talked about, and I'm not trying to refute any of the claims that I said, I'm just trying to do a little bit of house cleaning. You know what, fuck that, I'm not doing house cleaning. In fact, I stand by what I said in the video. I'm only going to take one thing back. And the thing at the end when I said the only thing worse than being an atheist is being a theist, that was kind of this deliberate, I threw that on there to say something pissy. It kind of highlighted the way I was feeling at the time, but the way I was feeling at the time was not how I actually feel about things. In fact, I don't think you're better by being an atheist or you're better by being a theist. I think it doesn't really matter what you believe, because really, I've gone on record as trying to say that beliefs are just little cards that we have, and the only differences between the two are what they say. And what they say might just come down to yes or no, and atheism is just a card that says no. So, I mean, you can't really say these are better or worse. You can't, because they're all just beliefs, and they're all things that we kind of have when we begin anyway. Being born, you have predispositions towards some beliefs already, towards either fundamentalism or something less such. So, neither of these are better or worse. And I apologize if that comment actually hurt some people, because I know one person said that they were actually hurt by it, and I'm sort of like, one, I have to admit, I'm one of those people that's like, I can bitch and complain, and then as soon as that actually offends someone and they get sort of sad, I'm like, no, I'm sorry, I didn't want to do that, I take it back. I'm one of those people, and I can't really stand up to knowing I willfully hurt someone else, especially if it wasn't even in a constructive manner. It was just, oh, I said something mean and I'm sorry. That's just who I am, but even more so, I don't actually even believe that. So I'm kind of doubly apologizing for that. So, hey, take it or leave it. The other thing I wanted to say, wow, the fact that I got so much feedback on that, doesn't that kind of prove my point? Doesn't that kind of prove that there is an error in YouTube discourse? And that, really, it's kind of stupid and pathetic when someone can get a lot of attention just saying something incredibly stupid, and then when someone actually makes really good, poignant videos, they kind of get overlooked? There are people like Professor Anton, who makes debatable claims, I guess, Conference Report and Akavad, and plenty other people. In fact, if you look at the responses to Thunderfoot's latest few videos, a lot of those people are very precise in how they make their videos. And I can't compete with that. I can't be those people. They're fantastic at their job. They are where you might actually find a proper discourse, because at least they're doing their thinking right. They're not coming off angry, they're not coming off disdained, they're not coming off gloating. It's almost like they're inviting you to respond back to them and prove that they're wrong. And that's the point. That's what discourse is. They are making reasonable arguments that might be from emotion, but they're making it in such a way that's like, my emotions are valid on this subject. What do you have to say about it? And some people are like, oh yeah, well you're just fucking wrong, or fuck you, And that's how it works. A lot of videos, mostly from groups of people that I shan't mention, they come off like that. They're arguing from emotion, but they can't fucking realize it, and that is the problem. It's a lot to do with maturity, and I think the level of maturity on YouTube can vary sometimes. Especially when people believe that because scientific facts actually support their arguments, which, for the record, science never actually makes moral statements, so even saying religion kills people so it's bad is kind of like science is like shrugging its shoulders, fuck you, I never said that, I never said it was bad. Fuck, I'm studying biology, what the hell do I care what you people do? It's kind of like, yeah, science doesn't make moral arguments, so saying that is in support of your favor is an extrapolation on your part. And the fact that people don't realize this is kind of like step one in frustration. It's kind of like, congratulations, way to break rule number one. This is why I hate it when people debate the term scientism, because it's like a lot of people on YouTube are scientismists. Such a fucking it's a stupid word in that saying it makes me sound stupid. It's a word that deserves existence. There is some people who act that way, and a lot of them are on YouTube. A lot of them don't even recognize that they are scientismists, if you can call it that. But fuck stereotyping. I just did it, but fuck it. It's a stupid thing to do. There are just people who are stupid. and they act in a very stupid manner, and it doesn't look like they can reflect on themselves at all, because even a basic level of self-reflection would realize you're just as guilty as the things other people do. You're just using science to justify it, saying that I don't have to worry about being a hypocrite because I have facts on my side. Not really, because they don't make moral arguments, and what you're making are moral statements. So shut the fuck up, please. People like Coughlin and Godless Haze, someone actually thought I was, angry at something Coughlin said. Guys, you ignorant sluts. Those are the two people that I almost always enjoy watching their videos. And that the only thing I have to say about Coughlin is getting kind of still. I mean, it's always about Pat Condell. Do something else, I guess, if you can. I mean, it's the big issue, so I know he probably won't. But the point is, I like what they have to say. They're not pretending to be, wearing a nice suit and tie and making the rational argument. They are perfectly aware that they are just bullshitting the camera, and that's the point. It's actually really awesome. And sometimes, if you do away with the part of rational discourse and just try and not even bother with it, it actually works out really nice. It works out even better. Because if you're calling someone a fucktard because what they're saying, it makes no sense, and it actually makes you morally offended, it's kind of like, if you're pretending that's actually a reasonable thing to say, you're wrong. But being offended at something isn't necessarily wrong in of itself. Just coming off and being emotionally, I didn't like what you had to say, I think what you said was stupid, blah blah blah, fuck you, you're an asshole. That makes sense to me. That makes a lot of sense to me. And even if someone wanted to make a video like that, I would actually prefer them to just come off and say, Tom, I think you're being an asshole, as opposed to, what you say doesn't even make any sense on this basic fundamental level. Like, oh, shut the fuck up. I have a feeling a lot of people know what I mean on this subject, and that really going into it and explaining it is only so that I can't be criticized of acting like an elitist. If someone has the capability to learn, then they can eventually learn my viewpoint. And trying to explain it at least helps people get to that point of view. Is mine superior to yours? No. I'm just pissed off. That's kind of what I've been doing. That's kind of the theme of all my YouTube works. I'm not saying I'm better than you. I'm saying I'm just angry. And what is that if not like 100% of YouTube videos, besides guys getting hit in the dick with footballs? Because, let's face it, that shit's hilarious. Alright, I'm done here. Although not really here. I mean, I'll still do YouTube stuff, because I loves you guys. Even the guys that say stuff that doesn't make sense to me, I loves you. I'm out.